held me back when I tried to move on from your life. So you stole my life with clarity. So hold me back, now you're here. Cause I'm mad, show no fear. Wanna let you know just how it felt. Oh no, 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 no. Don't you think we could? There's a way we could be. No, oh no, 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 no. I know the way you look at me, I know it too well. Now I'm bulletproof. You might find you're gone, but I'm flying high. I'm bulletproof. Don't let me touch the ground. You can never bring me down. You can never bring me down. Can never bring me down. Cause I'm bulletproof. Yeah, I'm bulletproof. We've been up, we've been down, trying to figure things out. End up losing myself in this. But I'm done being down, gotta end it all now. I won't ever turn it round again. Oh no, 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 no. Don't you think we could? There's a way we could be. No, oh no, 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 no. I know the way you look at me, I know it too well. Now I'm bulletproof. You might find you're gone, but I'm flying high. I'm bulletproof. Don't let me touch the ground. You can never bring me down. You can never bring me down. Can never bring me down. Cause I'm bulletproof. Cause I'm bulletproof. Cause I'm bulletproof. Yeah, I'm bulletproof. You might find you're gone, but I'm flying high. I'm bulletproof. Don't let me touch the ground. You can never bring me down. You can never bring me down. Can never bring me down. Now I'm bulletproof. You might find you're gone, but I'm flying high. I'm bulletproof. Don't let me touch the ground. You can never bring me down. You can never bring me down. Can never bring me down. Cause I'm bulletproof. Yeah, I'm bulletproof. Cause I'm bulletproof.
Hello everyone, happy Monday. How are we all today? Got some brand new pictures of Megs. We're not expecting this, were we? Got a lovely surprise today. Sorry, we're on a lot later than what I had imagined. I got back quite late today. And so I'm going to try and make this a short one because I think Baron's on at midnight. But thank you so much, everyone, for coming. Please do thumbs up and hit that subscribe button, please. And yeah, what a great start to the week. Let's just get straight into it. Let's see who. Let me see who I haven't seen for a while. There's names I haven't seen for a while. Karen hi everyone. Hello to you too, Karen. Shirley, feel like I haven't seen your name for a while. I haven't seen Miss S lately. Has anybody seen Miss S? Any updates on her? Is anyone in contact with her or knows how she's doing? I haven't seen her for a while, a bit worried. Hello, Lorna Williams, nice to see you. Kenneth Doug, hi. SM Do. Ordinarily, I would be asleep, but needed my fix of you guys before shutting my eyes. Well, I'm not going to keep you too long, I promise. Today's going to be a short one, and so in advance, I'm sorry if I don't read everybody's comments. Hi, Emily, you enjoyed yesterday's podcast. I'm so glad that you all enjoyed yesterday's podcast. And thank you so much to everybody who came up to the stage and spoke. We'll definitely be doing more of that in the future for sure. And I'd love to hear more of your voices. Yes, trolls beware, we've got spray. Hi Edith, how are you, darling? Let's see. Oh, Ruth C, happy Monday to you. Happy Monday. Oh, NRB. I feel like I haven't seen you for a while. Nice to see you. All right. Hello to everyone for joining us. 400 in the chat already. You all are amazing. So, yes, Meghan was seen, or rather, these are throwback pictures that were released recently from The Hague. But before we get into that and what all this is about, let's start with some other stories. So our favorite hostage is out and about again in Cali, back on the polo. I don't know what the results have been because I haven't been following this too well, to be honest. But there he is, looking very happy in sunny California, and we love to see it. Oh, thank you so much, Paul Charles. Yes, the speakers yesterday, Arnold, Ruth, Rahini, were incredible. But yeah, he's out and about, being his trapped hostage self. And somebody, Sussex Fanatics, posted this. Somebody spotted that there were people in the church, those tough-nosed aristos with their protocol and mannerisms, darn near Instagramming Harry and Meghan walking into the church. There you have it. And you can see everybody pretty much craning to look at them. Love to see it. So there was that. And also this was quite interesting. There's a person on Twitter called Damon. Now, Damon is actually a Republican. He's a very vocal Republican. But he decided, after seeing some things in the press, that he would actually go and research about Meghan and her life before she entered the royal family. And he said that he was surprised to see what he found, a lot of the work that she'd done, stuff with the UN. And so what he did was he started to create a thread of appearances that Meghan had done, speeches that she'd done. And at the end of it, he said, you know what, even though I'm a Republican, I'm very impressed by her. And as far as I'm concerned, having actually looked for myself what she's about, the only thing that I can see that people and the press in the UK disliked her for was for her feminism, for her the fact that she brought a sense of diversity to the royal family, and the fact that she's, a very vocal, outspoken activist. And he then also started tweeting about her work with the Together Cookbook. And because of what he tweeted about the Together Cookbook, that tweet went kind of semi-viral. And as a result, the Together Cookbook went straight up the charts. I think it was like number 50 in the National and Cookery section of Amazon, and it went up to number 5. So, and then because of that, a whole bunch of online news outlets started reporting that the book had gone viral again because of this viral tweet. So more people started buying it. So it's great to see the Together Cookbook continuing to have its moment, and nobody was probably expecting it to go viral again today. So lovely to see it, and lovely to see it from people who aren't necessarily Scotties, aren't necessarily Meghan fans, who strongly consider themselves actually Republican, doing their own research and finding what we all know to be true, that Meghan was a nice person, has always been a nice person, and that there was just a smear campaign against her. Also, I went back to this. I did not do this. I'd like to know which one of you did this with the airbrushing of William's hat. But I went back to the original tweet that Omid put out about this big issue thing that William did. And according to Omid's tweet, and I think these figures were taken from the Big Issue website, the Big Issue sells 82,000 copies a week, and they have about 1,500 vendors. So if you do the math, if we're talking on average, each vendor would sell an average of 54. Some might sell less, some might sell more. And so you times 54 copies by £1.50, which is the profit that they make. And mind you, they have to buy the papers. So on average, you're talking about £82 a week. And this is a charity that prides itself on helping the homeless, the destitute, and in debt. It's basically it's pushing poverty wages. That's what it is. They don't get minimum wage. They have to buy the papers and then resell for a very small profit. So once again, I have no idea why the palace decided to align themselves with this particular charity, because to be quite honest, their whole ethos is just abysmal. But that's that. A shout out to the squaddy that did the dirty with the Photoshop. That was not me. That was someone else. But anyway, on to the nice story for today, the meat of today. Yes. While in the Netherlands, Meghan did join together with I think it's the Fearless. Sorry, I forget the name. Let me just double check. Yes, she visited Project Fearless, which is an Amsterdam-based non-profit which works to empower young women and non-binary students to further their education, be creative, and become the best version of themselves. So Marida Miller, who is the Project Fearless founder, said the Duchess's visit was a brilliant way to celebrate the impact Project Fearless has made over the past 3 years, introducing girls to an accessible role model who is making a difference and using her voice. Who better to fit that role of someone making a difference and using her voice than Meghan? And once again, just what a carefully selected organization to work with. And I'm assuming this was the day when she went missing and everybody thought, oh, maybe they have bought the kids and, she's just quietly looking after the kids, or she's, just doing something, must be doing something in the background. And now we know what that something was. And what's even more incredible about this was that there were no leaks. No leaks from the organizers, no leaks from the young ladies. They must all be squaddies to be on code, because I'd know not to leak. And no leaks from the photographers, from security detail, from anyone. Funny how the only time there are ever leaks when it comes to Harry and Meghan is when they're involved with that trash family. Any other time, everybody is on code. And I just love these pictures. You can just see Meghan there with no notes needed. Very engaged. And just, just looking at these girls like they're her young sisters. And this is what I love. Okay. Oh, thank you so much, all of you, for saying that you really enjoyed yesterday's session. Yes, we will do more, and we will do more of that. I do promise. Okay, let me just get through see if there's any comments before we move on. No, Reba, he does not have. William does not have a MAGA hat. Someone airbrushed that. Sorry, Photoshop that. He should have known better than to wear a darn red hat. Like, come on. Like, if I was the PR person, I would have told them there is going to be someone out there who's going to Photoshop "Make America Great Again" on that red hat of yours. Mary Davis, the royals have never done anything for the people, and they will never do anything for the people, homeless, dying, or whatever. They really do nothing. Exactly, no impact. Poor. Look at how those girls are looking at Meghan and interacting with her. Great pictures. Exactly. You can look and at these pictures and you can see the warmth and the love. Where are the so-called body language experts when it comes to the positive stuff like this? Yes, Emerald. This is typical Meghan empowering women and girls. Yeah, Black Queen. Children, consents. Goodness, no fakes needed. Hi, Ethne Green. Thank you for joining us. All right. So yeah, that's that. More pictures. These here in black and white. Can see just. I love the middle picture. I feel like Meghan would have been one of those cool coaches. In some other universe, she's like a really cool coach at girl camp, and she just makes everyone feel so welcome and energized. That's the energy I'm getting from this photo, like big sister coach at summer camp. So yes, that was that. On to some more annoying news. Now, Andrew was set to make his big return into the royal fold at the order of the circus ceremony at Windsor, and it would appear that he was pulled out last minute. And we know that it was last minute because his name was actually printed on the on the ceremony timetable thingy that they give out to everyone, like who's meant to be attending. So his name was printed. He was meant to go. Here's Camilla in her robes. I'll let you play a game of caption this in the comment section. I'm not going to make any comment whatsoever. Otherwise, that's my channel gone. I'll let you all play caption this with that photo. But yes, it would appear that last minute they came to their senses, for now at least, or just realized that it's just going to be a very bad idea. And Andrew did not appear, but I'm sure he will pop up somewhere again very, very soon. Yes, Lorna, Meghan can give great advice for girls since she has marketed and launched her own brand, among other things. Yes, so many things that she could give advice about. Sin Pet, thank you all who are putting out these podcasts to counter the misinformation and haters are putting out to tarnish the good work the sources are doing. Of course, it's the only thing really that we can do for now that can make a difference. We just need a counter narrative because the only one that most people are getting are from the mainstream British press. So we're all doing our best, and you're also doing your part by being here and supporting. So thank you very much. Oh, thank you so much, NRB, for the super sticker. You're already a member, darling. Don't have to do that, but thank you so much. Much appreciated. Let's see. Joyce, while this was reported on Meghan doing this today, they were out marching around with feathers on their heads. Yes. There was someone on Twitter that said that, what did he say? That he knew someone who was like the son of like a lord or something that took part in one of these events. And he was like, they take this so seriously. And it's just like, I wish they knew how ridiculous they look and how much nobody cares about rich people running around with fluffy hats. Palmerly, did someone see the post on Twitter about a group called Women's Org who puts up a quote by Meghan and the group was harassed by Kate fans to the point that the group went private? I did not hear about that. That's interesting because I feel like there was a time when that happened and then it had kind of stopped. So could it be that Maybe somebody is targeting accounts that post positively about Meghan again, because that had actually stopped for a while. So that's a bit worrying if it's happening again. But thanks for letting us know. We will be mindful and look out for that. Joan, Meghan loves to get on the floor, which brings everyone to the same level. Yes, she's very, very good at that. And I've noticed that with many, many appearances. She doesn't like to tower over people, both literally and figuratively. She likes to, make you feel like we're on the same level, on the same page. Zuri, the royal fasters can't get out of their own way. They're very pathetic indeed. Lynn, Meghan would have done a fantastic job of modernizing the Asian British monarchy. I don't think that, well, obviously the monarchy doesn't want that, but also I don't think the royalists want that either, to be honest. I think they want to be able to just worship their royals with their bird hats, and it makes them feel like it's a part of their identity, and that they have something. I do think that there's something about the British royals and the way royalists makes royalists feel like they're somehow superior to other people because we have this institution. I find it strange, but I do feel like that's what it is sometimes, and why they hang on so much to the royals as part of their identity. Is that a skunk out? Your words, not mine. Okay, so yeah, obviously they're testing the waters to see how far they can push Andrew. But as someone pointed out here, the Queen's favourite sons both chose the world's most dangerous pedos as their best friends. Epstein for Andrew, Savile for Charles. And what does that say about the monarchy? I mean, if you look at this screen right now and claim to be a monarchist, you are also co-signing paedophilia. That's what you're doing. And I'm not sorry to say it because it's true. We can't continue to support this blindly. And I think the time is just nigh now to nip this in the bud, or at least significantly reduce their place in public life and completely sever their ties from the British taxpayer. One person who was invited to the Order of the Clown Hats was Tony Blair. Tony Blair, the war criminal. Now, there was an article in Yahoo that went into detail about this, and I thought it was quite an interesting read. It says, Tony Blair is the former UK Prime Minister, by the way. He was the one that took us to war with Iraq, and of course, as we now know, they found no weapons of mass destruction. But it says, it comes 15 years after leaving Downing Street and 19 years since Blair led Britain into the Iraq War. And all bar one of Blair's predecessors were appointed to the Order of Garter just after leaving office, and rumours have swirled that a strained relationship with the Queen may have led to the delay. Blair's appointment has been criticised in some quarters. In December, when the announcement was made, more than 1.5 million signatures were gathered on a petition calling for the knighthood to be rescinded. So, and remember, this is by appointment of the Queen. The petition said that Blair was the least deserving person of any public honour, and that he should be held accountable for his war crimes. Stop the War activists are planning to gather at the Queen's Victoria statue outside the castle on Monday. Now, I haven't seen any pictures of protesters so far, But it just really speaks for this institution that they care more about awarding people like this than protecting their own family members. So I don't want to hear that, you know, they couldn't have protected Harry and Meghan, that the Queen couldn't have protected Harry and Meghan because she's happy to appoint war criminals of knighthoods. But that's pretty much all I had to say um, today regarding that main story. I don't want to keep you on too long because Baron's on soon. But just quickly to finish, some pop culture stories. Congratulations to Jennifer Hudson, the second Black woman in history to achieve EGOT status. That is Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony. And she now joins Whoopi Goldberg. So congratulations to Jennifer Hudson. Well deserved. And also there was this really funny story that half of Britons think young people can't afford their own homes because they're spending on Netflix, takeaways, and holidays. I wonder if this was the half that is okay with the fact that we just spent £1 billion on the Jujubee. Please make it make sense. But anyway, let's get through your comments and then we will call it a day. Hope Paul, M has taught them how to fish. Meals for life, indeed. Well, I think she has taught them. Well, I think she tried to teach them, but they didn't want to learn. It's like they know what tools to use to fish, but they're going to the wrong pond to fish. And it's like everything they touch turns to dust because you can't replicate what Harry and Meghan do. It comes from a place of authenticity. It comes from a lifetime of service to the people in an authentic, loving, and impactful way, not in a way that just serves us for PR, where we show up and take pretty pictures. Annie, this ceremony goes back as far as the 1400s. How long will it take the unroyals to get to the future now? Well, like I've said before, I have no problem with tradition and keeping tradition alive. It's the people at the center of those traditions and how they use those traditions to uphold a very elitist order. So you can go to other countries and they have these type of ceremonies, but it's very much just for the culture and for show. It's not to uphold an elitist system. And I think that's where Britain needs to get, because for sure somebody like Tony Blair should not be getting an honour like this. Lorna, the guard to service for knighthood. These people are supposed to don a suit of armour and jump on a horse and defend the Queen if the UK is invaded. Oh gosh. Fatima, Meghan's blog was so cool and she had many diverse topics from serious stuff to beauty and travel. Indeed. Lovely blog. I honestly think that she could have easily been bigger than Goop and nowhere near as annoying and more accessible and relatable. Betty, the penny finally dropped with me where the BBC is concerned. There are no reporting about the stunning of Andrew today on the news. ITN News covered the lot. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, I don't watch any British news at all, but thank you for spotting the differences in how it was reported, because I wouldn't know, because I just don't watch. Unless clips come up on Twitter, I don't really see anything on British TV. Oh, thank you so much, Jennifer Clark, for the super sticker. Much appreciated. Meghan, Diana, and Harry and the Queen are by far the most popular royals. Yeah, that goes without saying. But Meghan just outstrips them all, really. She looks like a straight colonizer. Let's go back. Wait, where's that picture? Yeah, there. Wait, some of you are saying this picture is airbrushed? Are you serious? This picture is airbrushed? This is like a straight Getty Images photo. Do they airbrush their stuff before putting it out? Black Queen, look at their history. It's horrendously inhumane and immoral. There's nothing to be proud about. Well, if you're talking specifically about the royals, yes. I think the parts of British history that I think we can actually be proud of rest mostly on the work of the working class, not the royals and aristocracy. Annie, I see your comment and I agree, but I won't put it on the screen. Zuri, Chuck isn't having it from Pedro or Willie Leaks. He has waited long for his turn. Yeah, I honestly believe that when the Queen is gone, like, the Game of Thrones is going to be brutal. It's going to be absolutely brutal because Charles has waited his turn, and I don't think that William wants to wait as long as his father. I don't see that level of patience in William. And I think that William is going to pull every trick out of the hat to step over Charles. But one thing I will say about Charles is I don't like the man, but he knows how to play the chessboard in a way that his son does not. And he's more than happy to throw other family members under the bus. So William better sleep with an eye open. Poor Charles. Is that Blair still around? Unfortunately, he won't go away. Tony Blair, by the way, was actually three weeks after Zambia's new president. I come from Zambia. 3 weeks after Zambia's new president was elected, he was just randomly our head of office, and that really scared me because I don't want that man involved in my country at all. He's trouble. My point of view, Tony Blair is known in some circles as President Bush's poodle. Indeed, 100%. You totally get it, my point of view. Okay, I think that's pretty much all for today. Let's see who's going to get the last word. Unless I've missed some of your comments. But hang on a sec. Okay, whoever wants to get the last word, you post it. And then when I get to the bottom, we'll see who gets it. Didn't Simon Cowell say Jennifer Hudson went on American Idol would not go far? So wrong indeed. And I think she's actually the first person who's come off of American Idol who got the EGOT. So good for her. DMAP, Camilla, the silky chicken adorned in feathers and ridiculous costumes. Gosh. Like, how? The fact that they just look so happy in all of these costumes, like, how? I'd be embarrassed. I'm not embarrassed. Not embarrassing. Really? Tradition is the religion of the dead. Oh, I don't. See, I like to take a middle ground when it comes to these things. Is like I said, it's for me, it's not the traditions that are the problem, it's the people at the center of those traditions and how they express those traditions. Joyce, what does the Garter thing do? What is it for? I think it's all about just status and position for these people. Ruth C. Yes, Tony Blair's still around. The late former president of Zimbabwe, my home country, Robert Mugabe, once addressed the UN and said that the only Blair he knew was a toilet, which is a Blair toilet. Oh, wow. Is that what Mugabe said? Oh, okay. Thank you for letting us know. Let's see. Who's getting the last word of the day? Mm. Benjamin, Diana hated those ceremonies. I can imagine she did. Star Rose. Someone said they look like extras from Alice in Wonderland. Oh gosh. Okay, Zori, I'm going to give you the last word of the day. Have a restful night, squaddies. Blessings, indeed. Baron's probably started now, so you can all go over there. Positive vibes to everyone. And yeah, I did have another podcast scheduled because I wanted to talk in more detail about royalists, but I think I'm going to move that to maybe Thursday or Friday because I'm going to the beach tomorrow and I'll be too tired in the evening. All right, so that is that, and I'll see you all later. Bye.
I know I messed it up, but in my soul, I feel a love for you that's out of control. Sometimes I feel like I can make you whole. I just can't.